नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all the participants, devotees, disciples who have come for this webinar, special webinar on life bliss meditation, Nithyananda. I welcome all the cities, centers, temples, universities sitting with us all over the world. And all the participants of this webinar through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV and two-way video conferencing. I thank sincerely all of you for taking your time and being here. The city is sitting with us. Grow Yoga Studio, Columbus, Ohio, Prayag, Nithyananda Nagaramu, Hyderabad, Nithyananda Nagara Bidadi, Nithyananda Nagar, Tiruvannamalai, Nithyananda University, Los Angeles, Phoenix, Kanchipuram, San Jose, Madurai, St. Louis, Tirumala, Washington, D.C., Sripuram, Vancouver, Bhubaneswar, Toronto, Kailasam, Singapore, Singapuram, Hyderabad, Kashi, Hyderabad, Gupta Kashi, Charlotte, Srisailam, New York, Varanasi, San Diego, Tirualavai, Kilinochchi, Ilangai, Scottsdale, Arizona, Port Washington, New York, Slovakia, Shivaloka, Phillip Island, Australia, Mill Valley, Vairavan Koil, Dubai, Vaidyanatham, Auckland, New Zealand, Chicago, Srirangam, Dakota, Dunes, Calgary, Amarnath, New Zealand, Adi Arunachalam, Tune Moon, Hong Kong, San Diego, Tirualavai, Jnaneshwar, Nepal, Scottsdale, Arizona, and Klang, Malaysia, Johns Creek, Georgia, Auckland, California, Colorado Springs, USA, Live Bliss Studio, Kajang, Malaysia, Guadalupe, Rameshwaram, New Zealand, Adi Arunachalam, Calgary, Amarnath, Toronto, Kailasam, Ohio, Prayag, Vancouver, Bhubaneswar. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. First, before starting the satsang, I wanted to wish you all Happy Mother's Day. I would like to make few statements. The sacred secrets of life before entering into today's webinar. First, life starts with completion with yourself. When you achieve complete completion with yourself, you open yourself, you are ready for completion with others. When you are completely complete with yourself and others, you are living enlightenment. Please understand, living Advaita, living enlightenment, living that non-dual consciousness, the perpetual completion, perpetual space of possibility. All this is simply possible. It is possible The Vedic tradition gives so many methods, techniques, using verbalization, visualization, awakening of the non-mechanical parts of the brain, using yoga, kriya, using various breathing methods, balancing your body, balancing the mind, using the internalizing process through various methods. The Vedic tradition teaches us to experience the truth of living Advaita, living enlightenment, living in the perpetual completion state, living in perpetual Upanishad, living in the space of perpetual possibility. All of you may be aware, last 3 months I am giving a series of discourses on living the non-dual consciousness. The practical way, the most practical way, making the non-dual consciousness as your everyday reality. Making the non-dual consciousness as everyday reality. Today, I am going to share with you all a powerful technique and process where all the best methodologies used in Vedic tradition are used. All the tools are used to raise you and make you be established in the space of complete completion. Your Kundalini Shakti, the inner potential energy, is awakened through all the methodology, yoga, kriya, internalizing process, through everything. That energy is awakened. That Shakti is awakened using sounds, visualizations, internalizing process. In Sanskrit we have various words for all this. Using all the possible tools helping you to achieve the complete completion, awakening the non-mechanical parts of your brain and establishing yourself in eternal powerfulness. Please understand, it is the way you feel about you will make others experience you. If you carry you with incompletions, naturally others will perceive you with incompletions. If you carry you with complete completion, whatever opinion with which they come near you, they will simply start experiencing completion and go back with complete completion. Living Advaita means living the non-dual consciousness You are the source of your own completion, and you are the source of completion for others. That space is achieved very easily, very quickly, if certain kriyas are practiced along with internalizing. Please understand, just one method, like balancing your body or balancing your breath, balancing your visualization, internalizing, just one method may not be sufficient or quick enough to make the complete completion happen in you. That is why I am saying all the tools available, all the methodology available in Vedic tradition, I have combined all of them, all the best things, and created this process called life bliss meditation. I wanted the whole world to know this meditation, only the permutation combination is my contribution. Otherwise, the tools themselves are from Vedic tradition. Every step is from traditional yogic Vedic scriptures. I experienced it in my life and I am sharing it. This meditation is like a dose of happiness for you every day. Understand? Every day when you infuse happiness in you, you achieve bliss. And you also need to know there is no method to directly jump into bliss other than infusing happiness every day. It is like eternal happiness only becomes bliss. When the happiness settles in you as a layer after layer after layer, it becomes bliss. This meditation, the life bliss meditation, Nithyananda, is equivalent to everyday happiness dose. And it also brings you back every day to your original living enlightenment space. The amount of energy, intelligence, clarity it brings. A person who creates a formula to reproduce the outer world experience is a scientist. Person who creates a formula to reproduce the inner world experience is enlightened being. Person who creates process to mirror the ultimate neuron activities in his system is an incarnation. Please understand, Nitya Dhyan is not just an ordinary kriya. It is not an ordinary meditation process. Even though I used tools from various yogic, Vedic scriptures, the permutation combination was such, it is organized such a way, it is not ordinary kriya or yoga or just pranayama. Like there are some medicines, if they are used separately, the effect is different. If they are used by combining, the effect is different. Because I combined all of them, the permutation combination was such It is no more an ordinary technique or process or kriya. It is the ultimate alchemy to mirror the neuron activities of an incarnation. An incarnation's neuron activities are nothing but perpetual completion, perpetual non-duality, perpetual ultimate possibility. Perpetual possibility, perpetual non-doing. Listen, please understand, I am using the word non-doing. The perpetual possibility is directly connected to perpetual non-doing. Please listen. Sometimes the perpetual non-doing happens because of your strong decision about nothing is possible. But here, the non-doing I am talking is because you are established in the possibility. Non-doer who is established in the perpetual possibility is living enlightened. The non-doership of Ramana Maharshi can never be equated to the non-doership of a beggar in the street or a lazy man. The restful awareness which yogic scriptures, Vedic Upanishads describe happens by being in the perpetual space of possibility. I can say this kriya which I am presenting is the most powerful, most practical, methodology, most powerful, most practical methodology to grow the enlightened consciousness in you, the space of perpetual possibility in you, whether it is in the field of health, the field of relationships, the field of wealth, the field of mental peace, above all, feeling sure about yourself. Please understand, in the modern day, one of the biggest crises human beings are facing is identity crisis. Probabilities are open, but brain is not prepared to experience possibility. Please listen. In next few years, our next generation kids are going to have the choice. The moment they grow up, they will have the choice which country to live, which language to speak, which religion to follow, which gender to be. All probabilities are going to be open for our next generation. Please understand. It can be a great possibility if our consciousness is prepared, if not, great calamity. Because when the choices go on increasing without you being sure about what you are, what you want, just the choices can kill you. I have seen dilemma killing people. Dilemma kills more number of people than bondage. Understand? The problem in the modern day slavery is not bondage, it is dilemma. Dilemma is much, much worse than any slavery. The root cause of dilemma is not being sure about yourself. Please understand, happiness is being sure about you for few moments. Bliss is being sure about you forever. If I am asked what will be the first thing I want to attend on the planet Earth, I won't say health, I won't say mental health, I won't even say spreading enlightenment. I'll say helping human beings to be sure about themselves. This meditation, this process, Nithyananda, life bliss meditation, first helps you to be sure about you. It helps you to be sure about you. What you want to become, what you want to be. Please understand, every word has a different meaning. If you think all these words same meaning, you are confused. What you want to be, what you want to become, what you are, all these words have a complete different meanings. Different meanings. One of the important crises this generation is going to face in next few years is too many choices in front of us. The choices will be so much. Even if you think you are already 80, 70, but the choices are going to be so much and they are going to be presented with such a commercial way. Even you may think of gender change. Don't think you will not be swayed by the probabilities. I tell you, unless you are sure about you, the dilemmas, you will be flooded with dilemmas. This gender change is only one small example I am giving. The tons and tons of things. Life will be much more than any science fiction movie you have seen. But please understand, it is the choices which are responsible for depression, terrorism, West is suffering. Please understand, this is the word I will use. Depression, terrorism. It's a terrorism. Creating a lifestyle where people will be depressed is terrorism, which is being practiced in many of the so-called developed countries. People are just kept in the mode of eating and shopping. Please understand, being sure about yourself is the most important thing in the life. Above all, experiencing the space of enlightenment. I'll describe this word enlightenment as living in the space of perpetual possibility. First, I need to assure you, with integrity, authenticity, I am telling you, the perpetual possibility is possible. Because you constantly experienced, you are brainwashed to believe the impossibility, because the moment man starts believing impossibility, he will start demanding his rights. Man who believes everything is possible cannot be controlled, manipulated. Society wants you to believe strongly the idea of impossibility so that you can be manipulated. You can be controlled. You can be controlled. You can be manipulated. So please understand, the first and foremost thing a human being should do to himself is being sure about himself. Being sure about you and understanding living in the perpetual possibility is possible. Living in the perpetual possibility is possible. The perpetual possibility, perpetual completion, perpetual Upanishad, perpetually living enlightenment is possible. This is what I call the DNA of all the great enlightened masters. That programming can grow in you through this life bliss meditation. Nithyananda, please understand. Yesterday I was expanding the DNA of the masters, enlightened masters, from Buddha to J. Krishnamurti. I was expanding on the DNA of enlightened masters. Today, what I am sharing with you all, this life bliss meditation, Nitya Dhyan, will give you the experience of the DNA of enlightened beings. And this process, when it is done every day, makes the DNA of enlightenment grow in your system. You will experience the restful awareness, the experience of non-doing among all your doing. Please understand, when I say non-doing, I don't mean lying down lazily. I mean enjoying the restful awareness of non-doing amidst doing everything. Nitya Dhyan is like coming to terms with reality. Please understand. Constantly we try to build our life on doing from the context of delusion. Please understand, whether doing or non-doing, if it is from the context of delusion, it will lead to more and more incompletion. You will be moved away from the reality. Whether doing or non-doing, when it is from the context of reality, you will be more and more complete. From the context of reality, you are in the space of doing or non-doing. Whether you are in the space of doing or non-doing, you will become more and more complete. This meditation, Nitya Dhyan, life bliss meditation, is like everyday happiness dose, leads you to complete completion with yourself, makes you a source of completion for others. Whoever you meet in your life, they will all experience you as source of their completion. Whoever you meet, you will go on be completing all of them, leading all of them into the space of completion. Essence of today's webinar, what I wanted to convey, please do this meditation process which I am going to teach you now, Kriya, which I am going to teach you now, which mirrors the ultimate neuron activities in your brain, the ultimate neuron activities of an incarnation in your brain. Do this process at least once a day. It is just 42 minutes. I tell you, this 42 minutes will not be expense, it will only be an investment for you. Because it is like every day upgrading yourself to the peak possibility, the perpetual completion, perpetual possibility. I'll be leading you all into that process in next few minutes. Before that, I want you to understand the power of this process, which leads you to perpetual completion, the perpetual restful awareness, perpetual fulfillment, perpetual Upanishad. So get ready, make yourself comfortable. I'll start this Nitya Dhyan, the ultimate meditation process, to help you to mirror the neuron activities of the peak possibility. We will now move to the meditation process, life bliss meditation. The meditation process which creates the perpetual completion in your system. The first step, please understand, first step of the process is chaotic breathing, means awakening and arising the prana, life energy level in your body to its peak possibility. It is a most dynamic aspect. You can put your hands on the hip and start breathing as deep as possible and as powerfully as possible. It's like a hyperventilating you. That's all, nothing else. Hyperventilating. I can show you. Use your whole body to breathe. The first step is 7 minutes. If you want, you can sit on your heels with knees and feet together in Vajrasana, or you can sit comfortably. But use your whole body and breathe. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org, www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.